and welcome back to Randomly Generated Conversations, Season 2. Welcome to the people who are joining us for the first time, and welcome back to those who were with us last season. Before we get started, we just kind of want to talk about our goal for this season, what we see happening and coming up. One of the things that we would like to do is possibly start adding video to some of our podcasts. It would still be available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, as well as YouTube Podcast, but we'd also like to add a video version there on YouTube for those that may be interested in looking at our mugs. And definitely, if you don't, then just listen to it. Another thing is we hope to add in some more different ways of interacting and having the conversations. Instead of just questions, like something we're going to be doing today will be a trivia game where I'll be asking Bastian some trivia questions, and he will have to answer them to the best of his ability. He cannot say, I don't know. If he doesn't know the answer, well, then he has to make one up and kind of think things through that way. How were your holidays, Bastian?
They were good. I mean, we did a lot of fun stuff. We got a couple of board games. We played a couple of them. It was mostly booster packs, though.
Board games are always a fun thing around here. It's a easy, cheap way to pass the time, but still interact as a family. Definitely enjoy those. We hope that everybody out there had a good holiday. No matter what holiday you celebrate, hopefully you had a good time with friends, family, or people you just enjoy being around. All right, so as we said, today's episode, we're going to be doing the trivia edition. So I'm going to be randomly turning to trivia facts in this book and seeing how much Bastian knows or how much he could pretend he knows about things. The first question is, why do we dream?
Oh, that's a fun one. Why do we dream? Well, we probably dream because of like different things that went on through the day, maybe. Like different things that went on through the day. We think about them, back over them, and because I know that I dream about like different things where, oh, this happened during the day. This people or these things end up in my dreams that I saw during the day, or like stuff like that.
Okay, so it's based off of your mind processing what happened during the day?
Yep. Not exact. Well, sort of, because I mean, dreams can go far from what happened during the day. So
Yes, they could be definitely more than what we're thinking about. All right, according to this, it says that we all dream, even if we can't remember our dreams in the morning. But doctors can't agree why we dream. See, it was a trick question right there. Some say that dreams have no real purpose. Others believe that they are a way of dealing with problems that trouble us when we are awake. So I'd give you kind of a 75% on your answer on that one.
I mean, I was close.
All right, so why are cats lazy, Bastian?
Just because they are.
I need more of a reason than that.
Should I come up with the most absurd lie ever, or should I just go with something random?
I would go with what you actually believe or why you actually think it is.
I believe cats are lazy just because, well, cats, not to say anything against people who really like cats, because I like cats, sort of, but cats are just lazy in general because they're just plotting their next plans. They're plotting their next plans to tear up your curtains or your sheets or go kill some birds outside. That's literally what cats think.
Well, the killing the birds is because cats are natural hunters.
It's
right?
true. It's like tigers. Tigers are cats, and they're sleepy too.
So this says that cats are among the laziest of animals. Sleeping up to 18 hours a day. Cats fall asleep quickly, but they wake up frequently to check that their environment is safe from predators. That's where the term catnap came from. You probably heard, oh, I'm just going to take a cat nap, like a quick nap.
Mm-hmm.
It's because cats are waking up frequently throughout there. And that means like a short snooze. So a lot of the laziness is because they're not really getting a full sleep. They're consistently waking up throughout the process.
Okay. So it's not plotting.
I like that. The answer a lot better.
Same here.
I truly feel like cats are plotting to take over the world, and they'll probably achieve it someday.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be building robots, and the robots are going to be like seeing the cats as the overlords of the world.
I mean, they've already taken over the meme world.
It's true.
They've taken over YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken over really any of our social media stuff. So they're starting little by little. Cats are going to dominate the world someday.
That's worrying to think.
All right, so what happens when we shiver?
It's our body's way of getting us warm, maybe. Like if we shiver, it's like sending maybe adrenaline, like a jolt of adrenaline or heat to come and help us like warm up slightly, but then we go back to being cold.
Okay. It says here, your body can sense when cold is a threat. The brain sends signals to muscles on your skin, making them contract and relax very quickly. As they do, they release heat. So again, I'll give you 80% on that one. I mean, pretty good for just coming up with it off of the fly. All right, let's go for another one. Back over here. Why are carrots orange?
Not all carrots are orange. You have purple, you have yellow, you have orange carrots. Carrots are orange because, I mean, different minerals in the ground. Because plants that have minerals in the ground, they're not going to look like bright red like an apple or bright yellow like like the really light yellow like a banana. Because they're not getting like as much sunlight from that. But they still get the sunlight and nutrients from the ground that water and stuff gives them. That they get like the darker shades of like the colors and stuff due to the different types of minerals that were put there.
Okay. So it's the minerals that they absorb.
I feel like
gives
that's
them
right.
color?
Yeah.
Okay, so until the late 1600s, carrots could be purple, white, red, or yellow, kind of like you were specifying. According to one theory, today's orange carrots are descendants of the long orange Dutch carrot, which was first described in 1721. This was created by Dutch farmers who were looking for a way to commemorate their leader, William of Orange. They crossbred different carrot varieties until they found a hardy orange variety.
Okay.
So
Not minerals.
we could blame the Dutch. Yes, I could say that. I am of Dutch descent. My mom is from Holland.
I am also of Dutch descent
Yes,
because my grandma's from Holland.
because you descended from me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an evolution or
I don't think it's an evolution.
a devolution, a de-evolution.
A devolution?
Not
I think
a
it's
devolution. Yes, that comes across wrong, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a de-evolution, just in general. Every single thing nowadays is a de-evolution. We have TikTok for crying out loud. We went from, hey, YouTube, where we were like, you know what? There's actually some good things on there. There's actually some bad things on there. Then we went to we de-evolved into TikTok. And when we just went over and over again on the dark side of TikTok. There may be like 2 things that are good on there.
That is true. We don't watch a lot of TikTok around
No,
here,
we
so
don't.
we wouldn't even know.
I know a couple people that do, but like not that many.
So, next question. Do Mexican jumping beans really jump?
Yes.
Elaborate.
I forgot what it was, but we learned something about this at one point. They will jump like at certain times with, I don't remember what it was, but something made them jump that eventually.
Yeah, even if you can't remember, what do you think causes them to jump?
Probably heat. The heat,
So they're shivering
not exactly.
and releasing heat.
Yes, actually. Let's go with that.
No, I want your explanation.
No, but I thought it was heat because, like, the beans would be out sometimes in, like, the dry sun sometimes like that. Not the dry sun. They'd be there and, like, they'd start jumping up and down. I don't remember what it was. But, it's feels so bad when I knew something about it.
So this says, yes, they really do bounce. So you were right on that one. But they're not really beans, and it's not the plant that's doing the jumping. The larva of a small moth eats into the seed casing of the Mexican shrub. Protected from the desert sun, it grows into an adult moth. But if it feels too warm inside, so you do got the heat there, it swings to try and move into the shade, and it makes the bean seem to jump. So you had part of it right. You got the heat. I'll give you 50-50 there. But it's not technically a bean. It's a larva that's doing the jumping.
Ew.
Okay, this one you do know. What is the smelliest fruit?
Durian. Just durian. It smells as bad as it tastes.
You haven't even tried it.
Well, we didn't try it. We tried these crackers things that had, like, durian flavor. It smelled horrible when you open the package, the room, and, like, you clear the savannah after every meal. No, they just clear the entire room.
Yes, they definitely did stink. They tasted good, though. I didn't mind them. You guys didn't like them, but I didn't mind them. But the smell didn't leave the house very quickly. We have a little market up here that whenever they get durian in, you can definitely smell it throughout the entire market. They're fresh durian. So durian grows in Southeast Asia and looks a little bit like a large thorny pineapple. But smell is what makes the durian famous. It's been described as a cross between rotten onions and dirty gym socks. Some people actually like the smell and describe the durian as the king of fruits. Do you like the smell?
No. Not
Can you
at
believe
all.
there's actually people that enjoy the smell?
No, I can't.
And I've heard things like deer or other animal that would eat it are able to smell it from like a mile away or further than that. So is that how you would describe it? Rotten onions and dirty gym socks? Or how would you describe the smell?
I describe the smell like it says in there, like the rotten onions and dirty gym socks.
I would describe it as dirty onions and rotten gym socks. All right. So let's do a couple more. Okay, does eating fish make you clever?
I heard, does eating fish make you cleaver?
I said clever.
Okay. I mean, you could use a fish, but no, never mind.
A fish is a cleaver?
Yes.
Chop down the mightiest tree in the forest with a
herring.
Anyway.
I don't
Not does a
think
fish make
so.
a good cleaver. Does eating fish make you clever?
I don't know. I have to actually think about this one really quick. I can't say I don't know.
You cannot.
So, maybe?
Okay.
Because, I mean, fish are smarter animals, sort of. They will, like, if they see danger coming, they'll flee. They're not as smart when you're going fishing. They're like, oh my goodness, some free food in the water, yum, 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 yum. No, they're not that smart, but...
Okay, so you say they're not that smart, so let me cut you off there real quick. To me, they're kind of like teenagers in that aspect. Oh, some free food, yum, 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 and they'll go. I mean, that's the easiest way to lure away teenagers, right? Just put some free food out there and they're going after it.
How do you know the easiest way to lure out teenagers?
I was a teenager once.
Oh, true. You were? I don't know.
Back in the day of the dinosaur.
You could see
now
me
I'm
and my
just
buddies.
sore. I took the dino part out of it. Just kidding. All right, so fish. What?
Because fish are not as clever when it comes to, like, oh, there's free food over here. Like you're saying, teenagers, they're not as clever when they. But then they're clever because they'll sense like the presence. They'll go in schools of fish. And the thing is, with schools of fish, they're safer in numbers. And if like there's a little group in the front that's like, oh my goodness, shark, they all scatter basically. They'll run, we all scatter, but then they'll come back as a group when they've gone away from danger. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so you're absorbing that when you eat it. So how does that play into eating the fish?
That plays into eating it. So you absorb their cleverness from eating their flesh.
Can cleverness be absorbed?
Yes.
Okay, this advice seemed like a fairy tale for many years. Now scientists believe it is true. People who eat some types of fish, such as tuna and mackerel, not turning that mackerel into a cleaver. Oh, that's a herring.
Oh.
They do score better on tests. The fish contain a fatty acid called omega-3, which helps more blood flow to your brain. So you're not technically absorbing their cleverness,
No,
but they do make you
are.
more clever. It's the omega-3 that increases the brain health and everything.
They do
So
make
again,
you cleaver.
I'll give you a 50% on that. All right. How do polar bears find food? I want the best answer yet.
They will go into the ice. They will smack their fists into the ice. And they'll try to they'll stick their heads under the water. I know that. But that's like too cold sometimes. So they can't be down there for a while. So they'll stick their heads in the water. And they'll look for fish, basically. And if there's a fish close by, they'll go grab it. It's kind of like the grizzly bear. The grizzly bear will go by streams and rivers where fish will be jumping and stuff like that. There are fish in cold waters. I know this. Because why not? I mean, you go ice fishing. You have ice fishing like that. There was a book I had one time, and it told me about how fish will still be under the water, but under the layers of ice.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's not like the whole lake turns into a block of ice.
No,
and they're just
it's only the top
frozen,
part
like
that
Neanderthal.
stays frozen in ice.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm probably wrong.
Polar bears use their sense of smell to track down prey, up to 30 kilometers or 18 miles away. Even thick ice doesn't stop them from tracking their prey. Imagine being able to smell the prey 18 miles away. So,
I smell
as
chicken.
humans, our prey is food. Yes, like chicken. I could smell the Popeyes that's 5 miles down the street, or I could smell the Jack in the Box down there.
That would be horrible. I'd be hungry every day.
Be able to smell all restaurants within 18 miles of us.
That would be really
Being able to smell the durian in the grocery store that's 17 miles away. Nope, we got to move 2 more miles away so I don't smell that durian all the time.
Can you pick up our house with a crane? I don't think you pick your house up with a crane. Try me.
We saw a house being moved. So a school was being built, and they were tearing down some houses. And this house, I guess the people really wanted to keep it because they were able to lift the house up. The basement was still there, so they had to take out the basement and everything. And they moved it to another lot a little ways away from the school, but that was open field. Weirdest thing in the world, first time I had ever seen that, where they actually picked up the house and moved it. Okay, now talking about moving big things. How big? We're going to stay on the subject of polar bears, and then we're going to finish.
One last thing. The house, it went up, then it went down. So it was going up.
They didn't lift it with balloons, okay? It wasn't like they tried all these balloons in order to move it over there. Balloons and a fan, this big industrial fan blowing the house, and then they start popping the balloons. Wasn't quite like that, although it would have been cool.
We got it. Nail gun. Ting, 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 ting. No, it's going down too fast. Oh, perfect.
All right, so how big is a polar bear's belly?
Big.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay. A polar bear's belly. That sounds like
Let's go with stomach.
Stomach. Okay.
Yes.
Stomach. A polar bear's stomach is about, I don't know how big a polar bear's stomach is. It could probably be at least as big as our stomachs, or a little bit bigger. We'll see, coming to you soon after these messages.
By way of capacity, what could you fit in a polar bear's stomach?
You could fit an entire penguin in a polar bear's stomach.
The polar bear has the largest stomach capacity in relation to its size of any animal. It can kill and eat a large walrus or even a beluga whale.
What?
Sounds like a teenager.
It does. Oh man, I could eat a horse. What's that teen doing out there? Ah!
Poor horse. Okay, one more polar bear. How do polar bears stop their feet from getting cold?
They wear shoes.
No, they have to go bare feet. Okay, they're polar bears. No, but there actually is a question there.
They can't wear. They're barefoot anyway. Fur. They might have fur on their toes. I know that humans have hair on their toes.
But we have hair on the upside of our toes.
They have fair hair on the downside of their feet.
Polar bears are the only mammals with hair on the soles of their feet.
I knew it!
All right, I'll let you go out with that one. That one's 100%. You finally got one completely right. You actually did better than I thought you were going to on these.
Thank you. Wait.
Hold up. That's a backhanded compliment right there. All right, we appreciate you all for joining us. We look forward to you continuing to join us for season 2. We're looking forward to kick it off.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good day.
Bye.